Welcome to 2020 benefit enrollment. Here on the screen are a few of the items that were covered today. Medical, dental, vision, voluntary products with Unum, and Aflac. The open enrollment period for the new plan started on August 9th and will run until August 16th. All elections made during this time will be effective September 1st to December 31st, 2019. Eligibility and qualifying events. You are eligible for benefits if you work 30 plus hours. Aside from yourself, your legal spouse, domestic partner, and children up to the age of 26 are also eligible for benefits. The benefits you enroll in will start September 1st and run until the end of the year. If during the year you have to make a change, you can only do so if you have a qualifying event. On the screen, you will see a few of those examples: marriage, divorce, birth of a child, or loss of coverage. Remember to notify your CBR HR team within 31 days of the date of the qualifying event. If you go past the 31 days, you will have to wait until the next open enrollment period to make a change. We will go over 2 of the 4 plans being offered. The first plan is OAMC 5000 HDHP. OAMC is Open Access Managed Choice. That is the name of the network. On this first plan, the individual deductible is $5,000. The family deductible is $10,000. Then you go into coinsurance or cost share with Aetna. Aetna picks up 80% of the cost. You continue to pay 20% of the cost until you meet that maximum out-of-pocket. Your maximum out-of-pocket on all of the plans is $6,350 for an individual, $12,700 for the family. Keep in mind, if you should meet your out-of-pocket maximum, you will be covered at 100% for the rest of the year in network and during that calendar year. Preventative care on all of the plans is covered at 100%. So that is your well man, well woman, and well child checks. Under healthcare reform, there are 63 preventative exams we're entitled to depending on age and gender. Please make sure to schedule your preventative exams with your providers. On this plan, the urgent care, emergency room are all subject to your deductible. Keep that in mind. Also, pharmacy is available, but after your deductible, with the exception of contraceptives and some maintenance medication. So for this high deductible health plan, you have the opportunity to set aside pre-tax dollars to go into a health savings account. That money is yours to utilize for medically qualified expenses. You can do as little as $25 up to $100, whatever you elect to do so. There are some IRS maximums and limitations that we will go over shortly. The money put into that health savings account is your money. You keep the money. Even if you leave the company, the money goes with you. Next, we're going to go over the Open Access Managed Choice 6350. This plan is a $6,350 deductible for an individual, $12,700 for a family. If you should meet that deductible, you will be into 100% coverage, again, in network and during a calendar year. You do also have co-pays for your office visits. $25 for your primary care physician. Your specialist, your urgent care, and your emergency room are going to be subject to that deductible first. You also have the 30-day pharmacy. The pharmacy is available before your deductible. Next, we will cover the next 2 medical plans being offered. The Open Access Managed Choice 2500. On this plan, the individual deductible is $2,500. The family deductible is $5,000. Cost share is 80% Aetna and 20% you. Again, the maximum out-of-pocket $6,350 for an individual, $12,700 for the family. Preventative care is covered at 100%. On this plan, you do have a co-pays for your regular doctor and your specialist. It's $35 copay, but you are limited to 5 copay visits per year. If you exceed the 5 copay visits per year, you will have to pay the contracted negotiated rate. Your urgent care and emergency room are also subject to your deductible first. You do have pharmacy copays available prior to your deductible. The last medical plan is an Open Access Managed Choice 3000. So the individual deductible is $3,000, the family deductible is $6,000. The co-insurance is 70% Aetna, and you pay 30%, again, up until that out-of-pocket maximum. You do have office visit copays with this plan, $40 for your primary care physician and $60 for your specialist. Urgent care in this plan is a $75 copay. Emergency room is $250. Keep in mind, if you are admitted into the emergency room, that $250 will be waived. However, you will have to pay towards your deductible. Again, you have the same 30-day retail supply pharmacy on this plan. So next we're going to talk about the health savings account tied to that high deductible health plan. There are a few limitations and restrictions on this plan. For example, you cannot be somebody else's dependent or covered on a different plan. You cannot be enrolled in any type of Medicare. And you must enroll in a high deductible health plan in order to qualify for a health savings account. Again, you can put away pre-tax dollars into a health savings account that you can utilize towards your medical benefits. For the 2019 plan year, the maximum you can set aside as an individual is $3,500. The maximum you can set aside as a family is $7,000. We partner with UMB Bank, and with UMB Bank will allow you to invest. Once you reach a $1,000 threshold in that account, you can invest that money, and any interest earned is also tax-free. And as we age, we can start to take deductions from that account to pay for Medicare premiums or to utilize for medically necessary items, again, tax-free. Next, we'll go over the flexible spending account. So unlike the HSA or health savings account, the flexible spending account does have some limitations in regards to carryover. For the 2019 plan year, the maximum you can carry over on a flexible spending account is $500. How this works is you elect the dollar amount up to $2,500. It is front-loaded onto the Visa debit card, and you have the funds to utilize as soon as you get the card. If you set aside $700 and on December 31st, 2019, you still have those $700, you will forfeit $200, which means only $500 will carry over to the 2020 plan year. Again, the election is pre-tax, which means it lowers your taxable income and puts more money in your paycheck. You also have the ability to enroll in dependent care flexible spending. So again, pre-tax dollars that go into an account, and that money is available as it is deposited into that account to either pay yourself back or pay your daycare provider or preschool provider or adult daycare. Unlike the HSA, if you leave the company, you forfeit any money in this account. Here's a resource that you have available to you 24/7, 365. If you are unable to make a doctor's appointment or see your physician, you can make an appointment or call your telemedicine provider, that is Teladoc, and have a conversation either via Skype or telephonic with a board-certified physician for things such as colds, flus, sinus infections, UTIs, rashes, skin irritations, a whole list of things that you can see a provider through Teladoc. It's convenient. You can download the application to your phone, and you can start utilizing the benefit as soon as you enroll. So I recommend once you receive your Aetna ID card, you follow the steps. Go to teladoc.com/Aetna, put in your information, and start to utilize the plan. Again, 24/7, 365, no matter where you're sitting within the United States. There are copays associated with this plan, so if your general medicine is $40 or less, depending on what plan you enrolled in. If you enroll in the high deductible health plan, you will pay the $40. It is probably a savings to a regular doctor, which runs about $90. And dermatology is also available. Psychiatry and counseling is also available. Next, we're going to go over the two dental plans. You currently have a TDA plan available to you. You will also have, beginning September 1st, the Aetna PPO plan available to you. So we will go over that plan first. On this plan, you are subject to a deductible as an individual of $50 and $150 as a family when you access basic services and major services. Your preventative care is covered at 100%. Your cleanings twice a year is an X-ray, and you will not be subject to that deductible. Basic services such as a cavity, it's a cost share between you and Aetna. Aetna picking up 80% of the cost, and you pick up 20% of the cost. Major services such as a crown, it's a 50-50 cost share between Aetna and you. And keep in mind that all of the services utilized will deduct from your annual maximum. So this is money that Aetna provides to utilize towards your dental services for you and all members enrolled. There are no orthodontic benefits with this plan. Currently, you have TDA. If you are enrolled in TDA, you do not have to do anything. You will continue to stay enrolled in TDA if you choose to do so. That plan is subject to a fee schedule. The preventative services are covered at 100%, and there is no annual maximum. You can utilize the plan as much as you want and as often as you would like. There is orthodontia benefit on this plan, but again, it is a fee schedule. Next, we're going to go over the vision plan available through IMED. So IMED, as you can see there on the bottom, there are some private practitioners and some retail offices that are available. There's a whole list of them. I recommend you go on the website, imed.com, type in your zip code, and find a provider near you. So for your eye exam, available every 12 months, it's a $10 copay. Frames are available every 24 months, and IMED provides a $130 allowance to use towards your frames. And then if you exceed the $130, they will offer you a 20% discount over that balance. Single vision, bifocal, and trifocal lenses are available at a $10 copay. Contact lenses, if you utilize those, it's a $145 allowance, and then you get a little bit of a discount if you exceed the $145. If you need medically prescribed contact lenses, those will be covered at 100%. Next, we'll go over the voluntary life insurance. So we offer voluntary life insurance and with large group rates through Unum. So since you are coming new onto the CVR plan, Unum is excited to offer all eligible employees a guarantee issue of 5 times annual earnings up to $200,000 with no medical underwriting. What that means is if you have been previously denied life insurance due to a medical condition, Unum will not deny you. Again, 5 times annual earnings up to $200,000 guarantee issue. If you enroll even in the minimum of $10,000 this time around, that will allow you to continually increase that life insurance benefit up to the maximum of $200,000 with no medical underwriting. You can exceed the $200,000 up to $500,000, but anything exceeding the $200,000 will require medical underwriting. Your spouse is also eligible for life insurance. The guarantee issue amount is $25,000, and dependent children guarantee issue of $10,000. You also have the ability to enroll in voluntary short-term disability and long-term disability. So these products are paycheck protection. So in the event that you can't work due to a non-work-related injury, the short-term disability covers 60% of your pre-disability earnings up to $1,000 a week. The benefits begin on the 14th day and last up to 11 weeks. If you should remain disabled and you purchase a voluntary long-term disability, you will continue to cover 60% of your pre-disability monthly earnings up to $7,500, and this benefit lasts until normal Social Security retirement age. You also have the ability to enroll in AFLAC. I do recommend that you contact our AFLAC representative, Jose, as soon as possible if you would like a one-on-one consultation. He can go over the benefits over the telephone with you and give you the rates for you and your family. These plans are very customized, so it's I cannot provide rates. However, I can provide just an overview of the product. So what Aflac provides is not your traditional insurance. So it doesn't coordinate with Aetna, it doesn't pay Aetna, it pays you. So for injuries, sickness, illness, hospitalization, critical illness such as cancer, it pays the member. So it's very important to call Jose so he can give you the rates and customize your plan. Please provide either an enrollment form or a waiver to Alina by August 16th, no exceptions. Life and disability forms, again, only if you are enrolling. Flexible spending account, only if you are enrolling. If you are enrolling in the life insurance, make sure you complete the forms front and back, and make sure you update your beneficiary. If you are enrolling in the high deductible health plan, please open your health savings account with UMB Bank. If you do not open your account with UMB Bank, we cannot transfer those dollars so you can start using them. All forms are due on or before August 16th.